Yeah, but to give you guys my impression, let's start off with Rio first. I feel like Rio is super cute. Rio, like, dia itu tipe-tipe yang kalau kamu lihat pengen kamu unyil-unyil gitu loh. He's just that precious. Nothing changed from Rio, you know? Rio is just Rio. And I love how he's just so boyish and a little bit kiddie. So it's always fun just to bicker around with Rio. So. I bicker with Rio a lot. We were walking like the four of us, right? And like a group of four is pretty big if I would say so myself. So we have to take turns whenever we want to like enter a building, right? We have to like come in one by one. He would always hold the door open for me and I would be like, no, you go in first. I appreciate it, but I'm okay with being behind you guys. And he was like, no, ladies first. And I'm like, no. We fought a lot. When it comes to like, even when it comes to like holding drinks, like Aniki would be like buying drinks for all of us and we'd all just be waiting. And one by one, the drinks would be distributed and I would give him one of the drinks that we ordered. We basically ordered the same thing. And then he'd be like, no, you can have it first. And I'm like, no, just take it. We fought a lot. And for Fuma is Fuma. So unlike Rio, you know, Rio would always give a fight. He would try to up me when it comes to like politeness. But when it comes to Fuma, I can just use my Aniki card and my Senpai card. Fuma would be like, Senpai, here's your drink. And I'd be like, no, you drink it. And he's like, but I already got you to drink. No, you drink it. My orders. I'm your senpai. And he'd be like, oh, okay. It was fun. I like bullying Fuma too. Yeah, he can't fight. He can't put up a fight. which I feel is really cute also. Like it was a pretty hot day, right? But only Aniki had a fan, like, and there's like four of us. And so Fuma was like, atsui ne! And then I would just pull up like a mini hand fan and I would start fanning him and then he's like, no, it's okay. And I'd be like, no, shut up. Just let me fan you. And he's like, oh, okay, thank you. Also, and one more interesting thing about Fuma is that it's his first time going to Disney, actually. The first roller coaster that we ride was Big Thunder Mountain, which is, to me, is the most baby out of all of the roller coasters because it's actually pretty tame. And so Fuma would constantly ask, how scary is Big Thunder Mountain? And we'd constantly say, oh, don't worry, you'll be fine. Kids can get on it. It's not that fast. It's like, out of the roller coasters here, this is probably the last fastest coaster that you'll ever ride. And so I was like, oh, okay. And then, I can't wait. I'm sure I'll have fun. He nearly collapsed. He got off and he was all wobbly. He was like, you called that a slow coaster? and you know, we ended up riding Space Mountain as well. And then he kept on asking us, okay, so how scary is Space Mountain? And we just told him, oh, it's super fast, but you can't really see anything because you're basically in space. You'll only see like stars and that's about it. It's not that scary, is what we told Fuma. Do you think I can do it? And we're like, yeah, for sure. I mean, you beat Big Thunder Mountain, so you should be okay with Space Mountain. Aniki's actually not very good at roller coasters, so he didn't want to be at the very front. So I kind of sat alone in the front. And I had my hands up the whole time during Space Mountain. I was like, wee! Wah! Tanoshii! And then behind, I would just constantly hear Fuma screaming while Rio would be laughing his ass off. I could hear Fuma cry like right behind me. Ah! Ah, nani kore? Ah! Shinu yo, shinu yo! Yamete, yamete, yamete! Ah, kowat! And then Rio would just be beside him, he'd be like, Fuma is very Fuma. Yeah. And last but not least, my impression about Aniki. So, the first one that got there was me, and then Fuma came, and then Aniki was the third to come. I asked Fuma, what kind of person is Aniki? And then he was like, oh, well, you'll know when you see him. He's very, very fashionable. And I was like, how fashionable? Because I've heard stories from Mama. Mama told me that Aniki is such an extrovert that it even scares La Mama sometimes. Kata La Mama, Oli, Aniki itu sangat extroverted. Kadang Mama pun takut gitu. Jadi kamu siap-siap saja ya gitu. Terus Oli kayak, emang se-extrovert apa sih? And then so Aniki came. He arrived with absolute drip. And it was actually very intimidating. It was so intimidating that I had to like hide behind Fuma. I can't explain it with words, but he was basically dripped out. He's like those type of people that you would see like in, I don't know, Paris Fashion Week or something. Like he's just oozing with extrovertedness. It scared me. It was like light to vampires. And at first, to be honest, we didn't talk at all. Dan jujur aja ya, awal-awal kita ketemu, kalau Ollie ketemu sama Fuma, kita bisa Ollie masih bisa bicara gitu sama dia. Ollie ketemu sama Rio, Ollie masih bisa bicara gitu sama dia. Aniki satu-satunya yang pertama kali ketemu, Ollie sama sekali gak bisa bicara ke dia. Dan Aniki juga gak bisa bicara sama Ollie juga. It was like that awkward sibling moment where you finally meet up with your sibling, but it's just so awkward you can't talk. Like, he talked to the other Uproar boys, and I also talked to the Uproar boys. It's just that at first we couldn't even meet eye to eye. It was weird. Kayak pertama kali ketemu kita kayak gak bisa saling memandang gitu loh. Kayak kita kalau ngomong sama satu sama lain aja kita kayak sambil ngeliatin sesuatu yang lain gitu loh. Kayak contohnya, Oli bakal dipanggil sama Aniki awal-awalnya itu sambil dia megang HP gitu. Oh Oli, kamu habis ini mau naik yang mana gitu kan ya. Dia sambil ngeliat apurinya gitu. Terus Oli bakal bilang, oh iya aku pengen naik ini. Terus kata dia, oh oke, kita kesana dulu ya gitu. Terus udah, end of conversation gitu.